going down real fast. You ever feel the prickly things on the back of your neck?
Yes.
That's them.
Hello everybody, welcome back to Screenstars. I'm here today to bring you another of my classic Bruce Willis film reviews. Today I'm taking a look at the 1999 supernatural horror, The Sixth Sense. The film is written and directed by M. Night Shyamalan and it stars of course Bruce Willis. We have Haley Joel Osment and Toni Collette. Right, this tells the story of a troubled young man, Cole, a 9-year-old boy who essentially, it would appear on the surface, is suffering some form of abuse. A child psychologist, Bruce Willis's Malcolm Crowe, gets involved in the case, and he feels he's got something to prove, as sometime previously a former patient of his confronted him, and he basically feels like he failed him. So he really does want to help this boy Cole. The mother, Toni Collette, doesn't really know what to do with Cole. She desperately wants to help him, but there's some strange things going on around this boy. Cupboards opening on their own, things moving around the house. And this boy Cole is just keeping it all within himself because he doesn't want to upset his mom or anybody else around him. But slowly but surely he builds a trusting relationship with Bruce Willis's character, Dr. Malcolm Crowe, and he reveals his deepest secret, and his deepest secret is he sees dead people. Right, what are my thoughts on The Sixth Sense? Well, quite frankly, I think this is one of the finest films in Bruce Willis's catalogue. It's one of the finest supernatural films, horrors of all time, and one of the greatest twists of all time in cinema that nobody saw coming at the time. And it was one of those big twists that nobody dared spoil at the time, and it became this big thing. You know, have you seen The Sixth Sense? Have you seen this twist? You know what I mean? And I think people respected the film, and the most people, if you like, didn't ruin it for people. Now, this film is, 25 plus years old. I'm going to spoil it, guys. So if you haven't seen The Sixth Sense yet, let me just say this. Go and watch the film. It's bloody fabulous. You won't be disappointed. Right, turn the review off now from this point, because I'm going to talk about, the biggest spoiler in this film. The greatest, one of the greatest twists in cinema. The fact that Bruce Willis's Dr. Malcolm Crowe himself is dead. And I remember it hitting me like a sledgehammer. And I was kind of in denial when I first saw the film and the twist happened. I couldn't believe it. I just couldn't believe it. But when you watch this film, knowing the twist, it adds a whole new way of viewing the film, because the clues are all there that he's not there at all. They're all there if you choose to look for them. It's just, you just don't choose to look for them. You just accept what the film's kind of showing you, even though it's showing you the truth at the same time. It's so masterfully done. And obviously we know the capabilities of M. Night Shyamalan as a filmmaker. We've seen it time and time again. Yes, we know we had that bump in the road in his career where he kind of went off out of flavour for quite a while. But he has returned to some kind of form, I would say, in the last, few years. But it's hard really to argue that this is debatably his best film. much of that, I think, is due to the fact that it doesn't actually feel like a horror film when you're watching it, even though there are some genuinely frightening moments in this. It feels like a family drama that shifts heavily towards a supernatural film. And that's, I think, why it resonates so much, because it's so beautifully written, and to complement that fantastic writing, they get some absolutely fabulous actors. I think this is one of Bruce Willis's finest performances. I personally think the director who has got the best out of Bruce Willis is M. Night Shyamalan. His performance in Unbreakable is arguably better than this, and obviously I think there's a debate to be had. I think I've even said before that I think Bruce Willis's best performance on screen is Unbreakable, but it's a close call between that and this, and I suspect there's definitely a debate to be had. It's a wonderful performance by him. He doesn't get enough credit, I don't think, Bruce Willis, for these fine performances that he's put in over the years, because he really, really has. And then they get what probably is right up there with the best child performances of all time by Haley Joel Osment. Obviously, that didn't develop into a fruitful career as an adult. Even though I suspect he's probably still working, but he's not what you would describe as prominent, which is a real shame, because my God, this boy was talented, so talented. And it's right. It's definitely right up there with one of the greatest child performances of all time. And then you've got Toni Collette, who just absolutely knocks it out of the park as Cole's mother, Lynn. And that scene in the car with her and Cole, Haley Joel Osment's character, where he reveals his secret to his mum about his ability to see dead people, and mum understanding and accepting it when he tells her about grandma and stuff. It brings a tear to your eye and a lump to your throat, and I don't care who you are. And that's through her fine performance and his fine performance, and it's a very, very beautiful scene that I think just seals this film as a classic. So yeah, I mean, what else can you say about this? Really, it is definitely a really, really fine, mature supernatural horror. It's a mature film. It's not out for cheap thrills. It's not out to make you jump 6 feet in the air and spill your popcorn. It's much more reserved than that. It's like opening a bottle of opening a fine wine, if you like. It's just, but it's aged so beautifully as well. It's a good few years since I've seen this film. I so enjoyed revisiting it and rewatching it. There's so many good things going on in this film, and it's just an outstanding classic, in my opinion, and right up there with Bruce Willis's finest screen performances and finest films overall. So let me know in the comments, guys, what are your thoughts on The Sixth Sense? Do you agree with me? Do you think it is an absolute classic? I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments. So thanks for joining me for this review, guys. I will, of course, be back with plenty more reviews and content on the channel very, very soon.